King Charles is about to deliver what could be one of his most significant addresses yet. And no, it's not about Harry's latest memoir or Andrew's dodgy dealings. This time, it's actually about something genuinely important. Asterisk dramatic pause asterisk we're talking VJ Day, 80 years on. And Charles is pulling out all the stops for what might just be the royal speech of the year. Stick around because this one's going to be absolutely bonkers. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. I'm your host, and today we're diving into King Charles's upcoming VJ Day address that's got everyone from Westminster to Windsor talking. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking, oh great, another boring ceremonial speech, let me stop you right there. This isn't just any old royal ramble. This is Charles stepping into his grandfather's rather large shoes for one of the most significant anniversaries in modern history. Right, history lesson time. But make it interesting. VJ Day, or Victory over Japan Day for those who skipped that particular history class, marks the end of World War II. We're talking August 15th, 1945. The day Japan finally threw in the towel and said, all right, we surrender. It was basically the ultimate MIC drop that ended 6 years of absolute global chaos. Now, here's where it gets juicy for our royal watchers. The king will deliver a recorded message on the morning of the 15th of August, paying tribute to the 80th anniversary of Victory over Japan Day, which marks the end of World War II. 80 years. That's not just any anniversary. That's the kind of milestone that makes you sit up and pay attention, even if you're usually more interested in whether Kate's wearing recycled outfits. Think of it like this. If VJ Day were a person, it would be that wise grandparent who's seen absolutely everything and has the most incredible stories. And Charles? He's about to become the family storyteller, carrying forward the memories of a generation that's rapidly disappearing. No pressure there, Your Majesty. The timing is absolutely crucial here. We're living in a world that's frankly gone a bit mental. Wars are raging, democracy's having a bit of a wobble, and everyone's arguing about everything on social media. Sound familiar? Well, guess what? The 1940s generation dealt with actual Nazis and somehow managed to save civilization. Talk about putting things in perspective. Now, let's chat about why this isn't just your standard thoughts and prayers royal address. The 76-year-old royal has recorded an audio message which will be released by Buckingham Palace the morning of the commemoration. Notice that? Audio message. Not a live stream, not a grand balcony appearance. This is Charles going for intimacy over spectacle. It's like he's having a chat with the entire nation over morning tea. Brilliant. Really. Here's the thing that makes this absolutely fascinating from a royal perspective. Charles is stepping into a role that his mother absolutely mastered. The Queen was the ultimate wartime commemorator. She lived through the Blitz. She knew the cost. She had that authentic connection. Charles? He's got to honor that legacy while making it his own. It's like being asked to perform Bohemian Rhapsody after Freddie Mercury. Technically possible. But bloody hell, the expectations are sky high. The palace insiders are whispering that Charles is particularly keen to honor what they're calling the duty and sacrifice of the greatest generation. Now, I don't know about you, but when the monarchy starts throwing around phrases like greatest generation, you know they're not messing about. This isn't your typical terribly proud of our armed forces boilerplate. This is Charles recognizing that these are literally the people who saved the world from fascism. And here's the really clever bit. This speech comes at a time when Charles is still cementing his reign. He's been king for what? 2.5 years now? Still the new guy in many ways. But VJ Day? That's not about politics or controversy or family drama. That's about something everyone can agree on. Defeating the Nazis was a pretty good idea. It's Charles playing to his strengths, history, duty, and genuine gravitas. Right? Let's address the massive elephant wearing a crown that's currently tap dancing in the room. This powerful message comes amid bombshell claims against Andrew, because of course it does. The royal family couldn't just have one straightforward, controversy-free moment if their lives depended on it. But here's the genius of this timing, whether intentional or not. While everyone's arguing about Andrew's latest alleged shenanigans, Charles drops a speech about actual heroes who fought actual villains. It's like when your family dinner is getting heated about politics, and Granddad suddenly starts talking about D-Day. Everyone shuts up and listens because, frankly, their problems seem rather petty in comparison. The palace has got to be breathing a sigh of relief right about now. Finally, a royal story that doesn't involve divorce papers, tell-all books, or suspicious financial arrangements. Just good old-fashioned duty, sacrifice, and remembrance. And let's be brutally honest here, Charles needs this. The man's been waiting 73 years to be king, survived Diana, Camilla becoming queen consort, Harry's Netflix series, and Andrew's everything. A speech about World War II veterans? That's probably the most relaxing thing he's done all year. The broader context is fascinating too. We're living in times that historians will probably look back on as pretty significant, and not necessarily in a good way. Having the head of state remind everyone about a time when Britain actually got something massively important right? That's not just good PR, that's arguably essential leadership. Hold on to your fascinators, folks, because this is where it gets properly royal. Later that day, the King and Queen will attend the national service, and palace sources are hinting at what they're calling huge royal turnout. Translation: everyone who's anyone in the Windsor family is going to be there, probably looking appropriately solemn and wearing their best commemorative outfits. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know if you're Team Sophie or if you think I'm seeing green where there's just good fashion sense. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube.